push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Stays in the pocket. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action, Prescott. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just to...
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's on the move. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They go play fake with Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly is a check-down outlet on short throws.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Ravens losing by 4. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up to pass. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short. Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field level as a player and everything looks good. But unfortunately, it just falls short.
And a man is there to knock that away. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. Oh, what a play. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll motion Lamb right. They'll run here on 1st down. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now here's the timeout after the sack. Had to take it, and they're down to just 1 final play. Fourth and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game